going to pop some tags, just a little salute to the people who get that. Okay, there's no one else getting that, I don't think. Making sure faded up. Sister Susie from the pub, she was faded down. That's like a sackable offence. That's not good.
Yeah.
Maybe today's is the best one. It's going to be a vote on tomorrow's programme. It comes from Elizabeth from Wiltshire. Okay. Afternoon to you, Elizabeth. Hello, dear Simon, Susie and Matt, the brother from another gutter. First of all, can I say this is not my confession. I'm far too perfect to ever need to confess anything. This confession is on behalf of my husband, even though he's probably forgotten all about it. There are so many confessions that will fit into this category. With people going, oh, well, if that's allowed, I'm going to send that one in. No. One of my very best friends is a hairdresser. Let's call her Melinda. Every few weeks I go to her house for my haircut. I spend a few hours there, enjoying some hair cutting, lots of chatter, village gossip, discussion about the curate's latest choice of stockings, tea, biscuits, and even wine. You see, she really is the best. Anyhow, my husband, let's call him Rob, also went to Melinda's for his haircuts too, though he was always finished a lot quicker than I was. Not sure why. And then there's a wine emoji and a wink emoji. In other words, when he left, he wasn't half cut.
I see.
I think that's basically it. So a few years ago, probably around the middle of December 2005, Melinda was cutting my hair and I noticed she was wearing a beautiful silver chunky bracelet. I said how much I liked it. Melinda told me it was from the new boutique silver shop in town, which was humorously known as Long John's. Well, as in, Long John.
Long John.
So, Long John Silver.
Long John
Silver, right. I think
I wasn't sending it, not pants. Such a sophisticated and clever name that no one got it. So Rob goes for his haircut a few days later. I found out later that Melinda ordered Rob to go and buy me the same bracelet from the lovely new little silver shop, humorously known as Long
John's, as in the silver. Yeah.
She even told him where the shop was because he'd never found it on his own. Okay. Rob did as he was told. He was assured that I would love it. Anyway, Christmas came and went. 30th of December, we had a few friends around in the afternoon. When Melinda and her husband arrived, I told Melinda I was so pleased with my surprise bracelet. I thanked her for giving Rob his orders to go to Long John's, the humorously named new silver shop in the village. She then told us that following Christmas, the shop now had everything at half price. I omitted to tell you that Rob hates to miss a bargain. He was not happy that he'd paid double what the same bracelet now cost. So to appease his irritation that he'd missed a bargain, Melinda suggested they go into town to the lovely new little silver shop called Long John's. Rob would take back my lovely bracelet, taking it from my wrist, taking it into the shop, and then, if he was successful and had his money refunded, Melinda, who would already be in the shop, just looking, she would then buy another identical bracelet at half price, which, with Rob subsequently paying Melinda afterwards for it. It was like a top gig, like Mission Impossible, like Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
It was going to work. All was going well. Melinda was quietly browsing in a corner. In walks Rob and asked if he can return the bracelet, as his wife, that would be me, didn't want it. The very polite assistant said, "Certainly, sir. Would your wife like to come in and choose something that she would like instead?" Rob was a bit fidgety at this point and said, I'm afraid she can't. She's in hospital.
Oh, no.
Here we go again.
Why would you
I'm so sorry to hear this, sir, said the assistant. Meanwhile, Melinda is secretly giggling in the corner at Rob's discomfort. The assistant then tried to offer Rob a credit note for the full price of the returned bracelet, so your wife can come in and choose something when she's better. Rob was now very, very uncomfortable. I'm afraid that's not possible either. Oh, said the assistant, clearly a bit worried. To which Rob replied, I'm afraid she's not going to make it. She's got... He was floundering here. She has, and from somewhere he said, she's got gangrenotic nebular fistulas.
Oh.
And they're spreading fast.
Well, they do, yeah.
He shook his head sorrowfully. That's awful, said the woman. I'm afraid it is, said Rob. Caught it on holiday. Then said conspiratorially, campsite in Brittany. I always said the assistant, as though that explained everything. Anyway, at this point, Melinda was positively sniggering to herself in the corner, knowing perfectly well that I was at home, Prosecco in hand, thoroughly unaware that I was about to pop my clogs due to the first and only case of gangrenotic nebular fistulas. Anyway, they refunded him the full cost promptly at this point for fear that I was indeed about to pass. Simon the Collective, I ask for your forgiveness, not for my husband, who has never lived this down, but for the lovely ladies in the shop who were so very upset that this poor man who had bought his wife a present and then had to return it as she might have passed at any moment. I'm not sure what you're going to do about this. By the way, Melinda bought me the same bracelet for half the original cost. I still wear it, but I feel guilty. So there you go. Let's check in with Sister Susie live from the pub.
Elizabeth, Rob, it really made me laugh. However, I can't forgive you because that's what always happens at Christmas. Everything you buy before Christmas will go down in price after Christmas. That's the way Boxing Day sales work. And you should never say terrible lies like that. That's awful. What if something does happen? It'd be his fault.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, yes, maybe he will get gangrenotic nebular fistulas. Brother Matthew.
Yeah, I mean, really, this is a great confession because it speaks to that sort of very British thing about social anxiety of, oh, no, I wasn't expecting that, so I better say this. I mean, the fact is, if they're offering a credit note, say, no, actually, I'd rather just have the money than the credit note. Thanks very much. And also, why have you called yourself Long Johns when everyone's going to expect to find pants in here instead of silver? Didn't quite get the reference. It's not, yes,
Only you.
The title of your store does not make sense.
Long John
so,
Silver.
For that reason, I am going to forgive.